It's Classic FM 94.3 Abuja, the station that plays every song you know, 10 a.m. on the dot. It's a Tuesday, 4th day of March 2025. And I was telling Tokes how I have a lot of songs that I was listening to growing up that when I hear them today, it just flashes me to when I was on Lovell Street or Jimo Balogu, strolling to my friend Boye's house with my transistor radio or my Walkman plugged into the FM and listening. That's the same way there are shows that we can't forget. Now, Tokumbo Wright is here. In case you're wondering who Tokes is, we call her Tokes. So Tokes is here.
Okay, so it's not everyone that calls me Tokes. I just want to put that out there. It's just a special group of people.
Oh, I feel special! Oh my God.
Well, it's Tokumba for everybody. I prefer that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask, what is a transistor radio?
The one that has the antenna. So a lot of the...
I wouldn't know what that is. Is old people radio?
Not spring chicken.
I'm literally Googling what a transistor radio is.
Yes.
Oh so my God.
There you have it.
You are older, Dex.
Well, I like to think of myself as the youngest 40-year-old.
I don't know what this is. Is this a radio?
So
is this a box?
Didn't you ever see this growing up?
I don't know if I can remember. No,
no.
I don't think I can remember seeing this.
Like, for instance, a lot of people from the northern extraction, tend to use these. They hold it, put it outside the house and all. Yes. So you get to see that.
Yes. I think I remember that. But well, it's good to know what a transistor radio is now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
also transiting from transistor radio to what you were talking about. That's the lady who's missing Nollywood. I've been talking about it on the radio before.
Right.
Now,
okay, so what did you tell them? So I could I could feel it.
There was a post about a lady who missed old Nollywood.
Old Nollywood, okay.
And I couldn't help but link it to the fact that we had TV shows that were sort of like the basis for that.
Right.
Because how did they start? A lot of the guys who were on the TV shows went on to be on the
big movie stars.
Movies that we liked. An
example is RMD, isn't it?
Shagun Kadri.
So basically, our Classic FM listeners, RMD used to be in a soap opera called Ripples.
Yes.
I know of it. I remember that at the beginning of the soap there was ripples on water, but that's all I remember about it. I can't remember if I watched it. So a text was telling me, a youngin, about it, and he was the one that told me RMD was in it. I know RMD was in Checkmate.
Right, and so that was a checkmate from you though, because at the end, because I was still thinking it was Ripples before you now said he was.
I remember him from Checkmate and Ego Boyo.
Ego Boyo,
yes.
Bob Manoludoku.
See those men were good looking. Francis Agu. He's no longer with us. Yes. Yeah. But yes, they were able to transition, especially Ego Boyo, because we know her from Checkmate, and then she went into making movies. Violated,
and she was with RMD. That was a hit. I was like, amazing.
But what about the one we saw this morning? The one with Kunle Bantefa. What was it? Something in the Sun. Let me see if I can remember it.
Mirror in the Sun.
Do it. Yeah.
Mirror in the Sun.
Mirror in the Sun from 1984 to 1986.
See, I don't know why the way we are watching Game of Thrones and all of these series, we can't have.
Why don't we have
all our awesome shows?
Right.
Is it New Masquerade? Is it Cockroach at Dawn? Is it Tales by Moonlight for the children?
And then the one you said that is the major one for you.
Things Fall Apart.
Yeah.
So that's what we got talking, and memories upon memories started flooding in. I want my children to see the shows I saw, because I don't know what's going on these days. I know that there are some new shows, some cartoons, but I really want them to watch what I saw, because I think it's kind of what built me to who I am today, the kind of mindset I have, the kind of values.
Yeah.
Because these guys were really, even the charismatic RMD as Shagun Kadri, he made me like that was like one of the first player type in movies, because he had this husky voice.
Of course.
He was like,
did
yes,
what has happened
Checkmate.
to it now?
No, he was using it for that character.
Okay, so I just want to say this. I've got 3 sisters, and thankfully they can't hear me. But I'll just say so because they can't hear me. So some of them used to have a crush on RMD, and that's all I'm gonna say.
If they don't still have it now, because have you seen RMD?
I have. But speaking of crushes, right?
Yes.
Right? No, RMD, you will always be everyone's crush. Like if you've got older siblings, it's who they like you will like. So
Exactly.
when they like
They
RMD, if they've
transfer the
got a
cross
crush,
to you.
yes, it's a transferred crush. So, but speaking of crushes, there
Mm.
was a very young man. He's no longer with us,
Yes, as
unfortunately.
well.
But there was a young man that in the 80s, I thought it was in the 90s, but we
Mm.
found out this morning it was in the 80s, where he
Exactly.
was everyone's crush, and his name was MacArthur Farm, and he used to
Yes.
be on Edex.
Ripples
No,
as Nosa.
behind the clouds.
Behind the cloud. I mean, it was a little cloudy there just now, but I had to
Yeah.
come out from behind the
Can
cloud.
I
I
sing? Can
remember.
I sing the thing I remember from Behind the Clouds? So I can't remember it exactly. Just like ripples, I really
Mm,
can't remember anything. But
mm.
Behind the Clouds, I remember that once you hear Behind the Cloud, you knew it was time to appear. That was a
Yes.
fun time, wasn't
Like
it? It was an
going back to
amazing
those times,
time
like I didn't have a worry in the world.
because
It
we're
was just
kids.
we're looking forward to,
But life
but
was
but
good.
but 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 kids now, I can tell you they've got a lot of things that
They do, yeah,
they
they
can't
do,
help but
they
worry
do,
about.
they do. So
At least,
basically, that time it was fun. Where once you would hear behind the clouds, and then when you knew the news was doing boom 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 boom,
mm.
and then you saw them talking about Ajayi, who inspired me. She's also
Oh,
unfortunately no longer with
bless his
us, and
memory.
Cyril Stoba
Cyril
and all of
Stover,
them.
still very much around doing
He's
amazing
very much,
things
yes.
with my mentor veteran Eugenia Abu.
Yes,
They
yes,
used to read
yes,
news
yes,
together,
yes, yes, yes,
and
yes, yes,
it's
yes.
good to have even met them in person. Got mentored by Eugenia Abu, and I also had her on Life Nuggets.
Oh,
Yes, I
nice,
had her on the show. That was
nice.
like perfect. Thank you for leading the way, passing the baton, because we need to actually keep the
Yes,
legacy going.
yes,
More great presenters. The young
yes.
people of nowadays, they need to invest in a lot of these kinds of skills as well as the tech skills, though,
Yes,
and do
I
that.
mean, Eugenia,
Mm,
like you say, they
mm,
inspired us, and their
mm-hmm.
flowers, we always need to give it to them.
That's right.
I think Tokumba Jaya is one person that she needs to be given her flowers, even though she's no longer
Definitely.
with us. It's because of her that a lot of us, well, for
Mm,
me, so I can't speak for
mm.
everybody else, but for me, because I mean, somebody with my name was on television, and she spoke
Right.
so well, and she was
Right.
able to command attention. So, yes, I hope we continue to give them their flowers, even when they're no longer with us. Going back to the crush, though, of
Yeah.
MacArthur Farm, so he was on Behind the Clouds.
As
Now,
Nosa.
before there was Ramsey Noah, yes, as Nusa. And Zach Amata was on Behind the Clouds.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first Amata that we knew.
Yeah, and it really does matter.
How long have you
So
been waiting to say
I
that?
love those things.
Oh
I
my
like
god.
waiting. No, but it just comes. I mean, it's a
You're the sort
natural
of person
thing.
that will do dad jokes. I feel for your future kids already. They'll be like having a really like tough day, and you just come out with a joke and they'll be like, this is not the time.
But
But
when they remember,
yeah,
it
when
brings a
they're older is
smile.
when they will, but as kids, they're not gonna find it funny.
Don't worry,
It's when they're older, they'll be like, oh, he used to be funny. Oh
I'll
yeah,
be a
yeah.
cool dad.
But he's funny. So
Cool
going
dad.
back to MacArthur, before there was Ramsey Noah.
Yeah.
Because Ramsey came out in Mega Fortunes
Right.
when we had Patata. Was that the one that had JT Tom West as well?
I think so. Patata as well was another.
He was
Loverboy
a
persona as well.
hot cake. So before Ramsey and before Van Vicker and Majid Michael and all the mixed race guys that we had crushes on, there was MacArthur Farm. So I mean, he kind of led the way, and people had massive crushes on him, and it was so
really
sad when he passed. Even the way it was written into Behind the Clouds, there's a whole story about it, and even some of his co-actors on the show, I think they
JT
also
Tom
had.
West has gone to be with the Lord as well.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, we have lost a lot of these people. It's like watching your childhood just sort of dissipate before your eyes.
Well,
like New Masquerade, I loved New Masquerade, and my parents used to talk about, is it Bassi and Company?
Yes, Bassi and
Who
Company
wrote that?
was
Was
there.
it Sarawiwa?
Honestly, like, trust
I
me,
think Ken
we need to go
Sarawiwa
back
was behind
to the
writing some
archives
of the, yeah.
and go and find out who did what, who wrote what, who shot what, because I just thought about New Masquerade.
Yeah.
Then there was the Tax Collector.
Oh,
no, Village Headmaster.
Yeah, Village Headmaster.
There was Village
yes.
Headmaster. So I wonder if you're listening right now and you can remember the greatest shows you watched. What's your greatest show of Nigerian show of all time? Why don't we have NTA, for instance, who has been the custodian of a lot of these things? These are the kind of things that should be in series, and we're watching over and over, and a lot of income too can be made from these things, since it's because we talk about how the West has a lot of records. A lot of it comes from their curiosity, from keeping archives, and then they can even claim that they own a lot of the things that they've taken from other civilizations. A lot of Benin and African Nigerian art is in some university.
Bronzes. Some of these sculptures, yes.
Yeah, and so
they're
they
in
talk about
museums. There's
returning
a
them.
Dutch museum that was trying to return, and then I mean, Britain.
Yeah,
That's where I'll stop. I'll end this. Yeah.
So talks. You need to talk to your people, so they can get back our artifacts and everything.
So
You'll be our
speaking of,
resource person.
well, I think they can hear you, and this is
Mm,
the beautiful thing about radio. It can get it gives a voice. So speaking about Nigeria getting back, or Benin, getting back the sculptures and the bronzes from the old Benin Kingdom, I'm sure radio is the channel through which the
and all
interested
these messages
parties can
go.
hear. So just like the Dutch museum is going to return about 100 and something sculptures, we hope other museums can hear this. If you can hear,
reach out to us.
Yes,
We'll keep talking about it.
Going back to Bassi
like
and Company, Ken Tarawiwa was behind it. It was written and produced by him. I'm sure a lot of our listeners know who he is, who he was. A very sad story with that, but he's also somebody that we owe a lot to in terms of arts and the creative arts in Nigeria. So may his soul continue rest in peace.
We're going to talk a lot more about the greatest shows and then the shows they gave rise to, because what happened was that these awesome shows we had and enjoyed watching now gave rise to some, I don't know what to call them, are they spoofs, or we have characters, like these actors playing funny roles, with things that happen in trend or in the entertainment scene.
So basically, they inspired a lot of what we do today. They inspired culture. Let's say it like that. And the culture inspires the skits that we see now. The way when we say our mothers, African mothers or Nigerian mothers do certain things. Cinema, television, film has a way of inspiring culture, and then culture inspires skits, inspires film, inspires. It's like a very good cycle. A very good creative.
All right. We're going to take a break in a bit, but just talking about the fact that Rex Jim Lawson was born on this day in 1938. Singer, trumpeter, band leader from Buguma in present River State. Though he was born in Calabar. All right. Amazing. Erekeosima Lawson was born on this day in 1938. So we'll come back and play some of his songs, but we'll also talk about the shows that you loved or laughed at. Right here, let's listen to Suala Teme by Cardinal Rex Jim Lawson of blessed memory, and we'll be back. It's Classic FM. Cardinal Rex Jim Lawson of blessed memory. Happy birthday to you, sir. If he was alive today, he would be how old now?
87,
thereabouts. Oh
yes, 87. He was born 1938. So if he was alive today, he would be 87.
Wow. Passed on so early, just like the way MacArthur form was. But that's the amazing thing of doing brilliant work, of doing great stuff. It lives on, it stands the test of time. So blessed memory, rest in peace, Rex Lawson. We celebrate you and your music. Still Classic FM 94.3 Abuja, the station that plays every song. It's the Classic Morning Show with me, Etekamba Etuk. You can call me Etek the Blessed, and Tokumbo Right.
Thank you.
Trying to read it right.
Thank you. Oh, you were waiting to say that.
No,
as well.
I wasn't waiting. It's just
the
natural.
The kids. Lucky
They're gonna
kids.
love it.
Lucky kids. Yeah. So we're talking about these TV dramas, right?
Yes.
A lot of them. And just before the break, we're talking about Bassi and Company and Ken Sarawi, also a blessed memory. So I found this article online about these dramas that informed our childhood. So I'll just read them out. Okay, so there's Checkmate.
Right.
The one with RMD and Francis Agu, Bob Manuel, Ego Boyo. And they looked fire.
Ego Boyo was absolutely, like, I'll be liking what Shogun Rizzo is doing, as in Richard Murphy Damajo, and then I'll just like, there's some shit I'm just watching, like, just because of Ego Boyo, I'm just watching, like, okay.
The thing about Ego Boyo is she held her own.
She did.
With them.
And she had this prim and proper thing going on. They
Very
had this,
fine
where he was trying to
nice hair.
warm his way into her heart. Yeah.
He's always trying to warm his way into people's hearts, wasn't he?
He has warmed his way.
So it was created and written by the late Amaka Igwe. We're talking about her during the break.
We gotta give her flowers.
Yes.
She did amazing for the TV scene, film and movie industry.
Yeah. Speaking of, Norbert Young was in that as well. Did you know?
Norbert Young.
Yes, he was in fact. He's still a fine guy.
Yes.
But Norbert
And that name,
Richard.
he still looks young.
I know he does.
And then he got married to Gloria
Anozie, who is not Gloria Young. Gloria Anozie was she was a babe. She's still a babe. But she was part of the babes back in the day.
Yeah.
So okay, that's that. And then we've got the village headmaster. And he had Digimon Lewis in it. He passed away in 2023 as well. Funsho Adeolu. I didn't know Funsho Adeolu was in it.
It was in it, but
it had Enebele Elebowa. He's also of blessed memory.
So what used to happen is that these shows, you wouldn't catch all of them all series all the time.
Yes.
Either you'd be sent to bed, go and sleep, or one thing or the other would take you. So you just catch what you catch when you catch what you catch. But
do you know what that reminds me of when Neka the Pretty Serpent came out, and a lot of kids were sent to bed. Even Rattlesnake. A lot of kids were not allowed to watch that.
Is that a threat? No, it's a promise. There's a line.
And you know, Rattlesnake was in Igbo, but a lot of us watched it and we enjoyed it, which was strange. But anyway, so moving on, Things Fall Apart.
Yes, Things 1987
Fall Apart. Introduced us to Peter Doche.
Peter Doche as Okonkwo. Of course, we had Sam Loco Ife there.
And Nkemowo.
You can imagine.
There as well.
If you're listening and there's anyone we've missed, call us right now. I think I'm expecting that you're excited in your seats or your office, wherever you are right now, because this is it was in your time.
They're probably shouting at the radio.
Exactly.
So rather than shout at the radio,
call us 0902 199 9943. What do you think is the best Nigerian show of all these ones? Which ones did we miss? Send a message to WhatsApp as well. We'll read it on 0909 6975 943. Sesame Street was also one of my favorites. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you love me more, give me.
I've got another
5.
song, but after this.
All right, let's find out who's on the line already. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay. Let's find out who's on the line now. Hello, good morning. Are you there? Good morning, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, sir.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Welcome.
This is Etekamba and Tokumbo, right? Yeah?
Going down memory lane.
Yes. Join us.
We can't go down memory lane without remembering shows like Speak Out.
Speak Out.
Yeah, Speak Out.
That's what Wonder used to do, to speak out, and we're glad you did.
You know, teaching them how to learn to speak.
Right.
To be confident.
Yeah.
And that was an NTA show. Oh my goodness.
I remember.
Amazing. That's where Derily.
The one that shot Akindele to limelight. I need to know.
I need to know. Yes.
That was a series I think it ran from 1992. I'm not sure, but then it ended somewhere around 2002. But these are shows that really taught our children how to be, better growing up girls, teaching them adolescent life, what to look out for puberty.
Right.
Educational shows we need these days.
We need more of them, right?
For children. So, honestly, these are shows that really stood out for me back then.
Nice one. We didn't get your name though. Where you're calling from? Hello, are you there? Hope he hasn't gone.
Oh.
Yeah, but I can tell you now.
Yeah, okay. We're saying we didn't get your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Hadiza.
Hi, Hadiza.
Hadiza, nice to hear you. Thank you for speaking out.
Yeah, thank you for speaking out. I like that. Now that's a dad joke I could get behind. Thank you, Hadiza.
All right, thank you, Hadiza.
So speaking of speak out, because we're speaking out, what about Samanja? Now, I don't know. I don't think I watched Samanja, but I know of Samanja. I've seen it on television. Yeah. Probably, as a child, you see something, it sticks in your mind, your brain archives it. I think that's what it is. But I remember Samanja.
So many shows.
It was shown in NTA Kaduna.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Who's on the line?
My name is Emeka Onoha.
Emeka Onoha, you're welcome.
Very much.
You
guys did a very great job.
Thank you so much.
One of the shows that really took to my mind was Robin Hood.
Hi. Hey, Robin.
I don't know that one.
Robin Hood.
Where was it aired? I didn't know that one.
NTA as well.
Is it?
Kai, Robin of Locksley.
Really? Who was in it?
Enya was the one who did the soundtracks.
Oh, Enya, okay, yeah.
That's
She's
who I can just immediately point to. But man, you're on point. Network, please behave. You want to call us 0902-199-9943. So these shows were so vast.
Yeah.
We started off with Nigerian shows, but just as I was beginning to think about the other shows that gave rise to Telemundo and other series, that's when you talked about Robin Hood. There was Ivanhoe. There was Some Others Do Have Them. There were other like
Some Others Do Have Them was a British.
Yes, it was British. So there was so many that I watched growing up that like see, my children need to watch these things. Honestly, talks. Tokumbo, they need to watch these things. Hello, good morning.
In addition to your jokes.
Hi, we can hear you.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Sam.
All right, Mr. Sam. Thank you for calling in. I think it's been ages we've heard you.
Yeah, I'm enjoying your show. You guys are doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So the music you're playing, when you played with Lawson,
right?
Memories of me going to interview with my phone.
Wow.
When I was not doing that.
Wow.
I'm talking about you.
Right. Go ahead.
You can nobody make sure mind your language.
Exactly. That's why you're calling.
Mind your language.
Yeah.
I remember Mind Your Language. It was before my time, but I remember.
Thank you for sharing. That's why I wanted you to share yours. So what was your favorite show growing up?
Hello?
We can hear you, Sam. We've been hearing you. We can hear you.
Okay, I said Mind Your Language. They have two different Mind Your Language, the foreign one and the local one.
Okay. I know the Oblimey one though. So I don't know which other one.
Yeah, we can.
Sam, I don't know if you can hear us, but we've been hearing all you've been saying.
So wait, Sam, you're saying that there was a local Mind Your Language. I didn't know about that. When did it air?
Hello?
Hello, Sam. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
So you said there was a local Mind Your Language, yes?
Yeah. Yes, okay. I think there was a foreign one.
Yeah. And then there was a Nigerian one.
There was a foreign, didn't Mind Your Grammar or something, but I know there's Mind Your something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So that one was now like for children to teach grammar.
Hello.
Oh, sorry about that. I guess
so
it's the network, Sam.
Network.
Sorry about that. But thank you for sharing. Mind Your Language. Shout out to Emeka from Azokoro who says good morning. Are you people forgetting Mount Zion Films? Ishaolu.
See, have you forgotten Agbaranla?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Matanga.
A lot of us could not sleep because of that.
I couldn't sleep. I didn't even used to go up. In fact, I think that was responsible for my bedwetting at that point in time. My mom would yab me.
Were you supposed to share that this morning?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right.
Okay, so we've got another message on WhatsApp from Victor in Wuse Zone 5. He says, good morning, Etex and Takumbo. Thank you very much for calling me Takumbo. My favorite shows, those good old days, were Willy Willy. I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Number 2, I Need to Know, like Hadiza. 3, Jaguar. And 4, Things Fall Apart Like You.
Yeah.
From Victor in Wuse Zone 5. Excellent. Speaking of the foreign ones, what about The Rich Also Cry? Now yes,
Mariana, Tony Clemente. Tony Clemente.
The Rich also used to cry. The Rich have been crying.
They have been crying since so.
Yes.
Nobody gave them tissue.
I remember that one.
Hello. Good morning.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the last time I was talking about the local version of Mind Your Language.
Yeah. Okay.
It's actually called Second Chance.
Okay, Second Chance is the book I read. I read Second Chance.
Yeah, I think I know that as well.
Yeah, I read the book, but
yeah.
Yes, I met the Willy Willy himself when I was on radio in Port Harcourt. I met the person, the actual man.
Okay, I've just got a question. What exactly was Willy Willy about?
It was a scary character. Those were the early forms of our
horror movies.
Why
would you name a horror movie Willy Willy?
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah, we're funny like that.
That
Nigerians,
is really funny.
We had Abiku, for instance.
I didn't know that. Yeah, you mentioned that one, but I didn't know that one. So we've mentioned Samanja Palace, Mega Fortunes.
You got something to do with Mega. You really got, is it?
Yes. And then I need to know, Hadiza was right about the timeline. So it was from 1997 to 2002. Samanja was from 1973 to the late 80s. Ichoku Ichoku 80s. I don't know that one.
Ichioku. Okay.
Ichoku. Fuji House of Commotion.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was in the 2000s, so some more people would have seen that. Kunle Bamtenfa and his wives.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Sam, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I think the someone just mentioned
Yes. Second chance.
Second time.
Right.
I don't know if any of you guys watch Titus was shot. It was aired in MTV and Jaguar.
Jaguar was sent by Victor. So was Samanja in Jaguar or Alex Osifo?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but we know, we take note of the names. Thank you for sharing. Which one was your favorite show? Which one was your favorite?
My favorite show growing up then
Yes.
was the New Masquerade.
New Masquerade.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah.
New Masquerade.
Can you remember Green Gory?
Of course.
Green
Yes.
Gory.
And Clarus. Thank you for sharing, my brother.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Sam. Yeah, new headmaster. Village.
New Masquerade.
New Masquerade.
And Village
Alias
Headmaster.
430. What was the name of that man? Kabiesi. He had these titles.
I don't know.
That was the Yoruba character, the man that had. I think that New Masquerade kind of gave some sort of rise to Fuji House of Commotion because he had multiple wives.
I thought Fuji House of Commotion was it was a sequel from Checkmate. I thought that was what it
Checkmate.
was.
No, Checkmate was the whole office guys in the scene and all that.
Okay.
Fuji House.
I thought it was one storyline that was just picked up and
No. Fuji House was a family setting.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Hello, we can hear you. Network behavior. Let's be hearing who's talking.
Hello.
Hi. So maybe you're gonna sing.
Okay, so someone is so we've just got messages on WhatsApp. Somebody has said Tokumba is Gen Z. How can she not know Willy?
Are you
Mecca? I reserve my comment. And then he says Chief Zebrodaya Okoro Igwe
alias 430. That was the title I was trying to remember.
And then Quentin says
Chika
my
Opala.
favorite show was Tales by Moonlight, Rent a Ghost,
Rent
Sesame
a
Street,
Ghost.
Terror Hawks from Quentin. Quentin, you are Gen Z. You are Gen Z because what is Rent a Ghost?
Rent a Ghost. Did you know Rent a Ghost?
I don't know.
It was around that time as well. They'd hold their noses and teleport.
I don't know that.
Mr. Mumford.
Quentin, I suspect I can see the Gen
It's
Z.
like you know this Quentin.
Tales by Moonlight. Actually, when it speak about that, I love Tales by Moonlight.
Honestly, if you remember these times. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hi, hello. We can hear you. What's your name? What? What's your name? Michael West. Okay,
Michael
I
West.
like your name, Michael.
My name is It Takes the Blessed from the South, sir.
Okay.
The character you were trying to remember from New Masquerade was Jegede Shokoya.
Yes! Drum
Mr.
rolls.
West.
The main character is a Bajaya and their daughter.
Yes, well done. Nice.
Exactly.
Nice.
Earlier on, I heard much Colin said about R&D being in Ripple. I'm not sure if he was in Ripple.
He was.
Apparently, he was.
He was, yes.
Yeah, we
Records
found
have
out,
it,
yeah.
found out online.
Okay.
Before.
Yeah.
Earlier time I remember him being in the show was this drama called
Sparks.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
thank you for sharing that one. They cancelled. Mm.
Yeah, definitely. Those were good times. You had a lot of good shows at then.
Mm.
There was, everybody remembers people.
Yeah, some people do.
There was a mind bending. There was a true story about somebody who was a military. I don't want to mention his name.
Yes.
I think it was a great show. It was very, it was realistic. It was well produced.
Yes.
And also, you had back then the NAPEP, which was handled by NBA, and they had so many wonderful movies.
A lot of shows. Yes.
People came out from there. You had Link.
Right.
You also had other show. I can't remember the name.
What, Checkmate?
There's so many of them that came out there. Yes.
Which one was your favorite?
One thing to get back to those movies.
Which one was your favorite?
Oh, there's so many. I mean,
Okay.
Barney and Company was,
Bassi and Company.
Many kids loved Barney and Company.
Mm.
He was very funny. We used to
Yeah.
Also, sorry, the City House the Commotion was
Okay.
actually a spin-off show from Netflix,
Really?
you know? Yes,
Talks
the
is
characters.
Talks is like,
I
don't
will,
say
I
I don't
will,
do
I
this for
will
you.
take my
So big
I will
ups.
take my
So big ups to
as
you.
my win. Thank you, Mr. West. Thank you so much, Mr. West.
We were all there. So it was a spin-off from so it was very popular. After the same question, so they just said, okay, he was such a popular character, so they decided to make a spin-off show based on his
All right, man. Thank
I
you,
know
my
Tokam. Thank you,
my
Mr.
West. I
West.
appreciate you.
I know Tokam, my Tokam. So
Fact checking. Thank you
Etex,
for.
I will take my like
So as
three
we
different parts of
as we were saying, talking about Quentin
yeah.
and
So
Rento goes.
Quentin has said that he's not a Gen Z. He says, I think he wrote this with like
Yeah.
anger. He says Rent Ghost was a TV show in 1976. Tokumbo.
So if you're calling me
He didn't
Gen
say
Z,
Tokumbo. I'm just adding that for
exactly.
effect. Then we've got another person. Oh, Vivienne from Jabi. She says hello. So her favorite shows are Cock Crow at Dawn,
Right.
Fraggle Rock,
Fraggle
is it
Rock.
Fraggle Rock,
yeah.
and Kunkuru. I don't know.
Kunkuru, okay.
Kunkuru. Okay, lovely. So
that tells you how many shows, and the list goes on and on and on. Doctor Who. Who saw Doctor Who?
I did. But speaking of the list going on and on and on, earlier you mentioned about Sesame Street. And there's a song, as you were just talking about, there's a song that they used to play in Sesame Street. The ball goes up, the ball goes down, the ball keeps going round and round. I'll catch, you catch, na 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 na. And then the other one, there's a hole in my bucket, there lies a, there's a hole in my bucket, there lies a hole. Then mend it, there Georgie, there Georgie, there Georgie, then mend it, there Georgie, there Georgie, mend it. With what shall I mend it, there Liza, with what shall I mend it, there Liza, with what? I would continue. If you people want to hear the second half of this,
give her moi moi.
No, go to 51 Iweka. 51 Iweka Street to grab
your copy now.
Yeah.
It's been amazing talking about this, but we've got to take some music from Rex Lawson because we're feeling jolly, and he's a papa that's resting in peace. It's Classic FM 94.3 Abuja, the station that plays every song, Tonkumbo, thanks so much for joining me on this segment.
I'll take my mind to go. Thank you.
My mind to go. All right.